Yeah? Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaykum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Okay, Huzaifa, what were we talking about yesterday in yesterday's lesson?
How to do wuzu.
How to do wudu, okay? So yesterday we were talking about how to do wudu. So I'm going to start from one side. So I want one person to mention one thing. Take your finger out of your mouth, okay? I want one person to mention one thing. Nice and loud. Nice and loud. Wash your hands. Putting water in your mouth.
Put water in your nose until it gets up to your soft bone.
No, okay, to your nose bone, okay? Alright, loud.
Put water in your face.
Put water on your face.
Put water on your arms.
Put water on your arms, including your shoulders.
Including your elbows.
Oh, sorry. Including your elbows. He's on it. He don't mess about. Yeah, go on. Wash your massa. No English? Huh? Do massa. What does it mean by massa?
On head.
Yeah, wipe your head. And then
Wash your feet.
wash your feet, including your... Huh? Wash your feet, including your ankles. Ankles. Good boy, Harris. Yeah, that's what Harris meant. That was a good joke, Harris. Right, okay. So that was the method of doing wuzu. Good boy, Harris. Right, anyone else from the girls?
Wash your nose.
Wafa. No, sorry. Hannah. Wash your hands. Mouth. Rinse your mouth out. Then Shayma. Nose.
Face.
Face. What do you mean face? Throw it in the...
face.
Huh?
Wash your face.
Wash your face. Anisa.
Wash your arms.
Oh, including?
Your elbows.
Right, next.
Do your massage.
Okay, and Hannah?
Wash your feet, including your ankles.
Wash your feet, including your ankle.
Ankles. Ankle was in the last one.
Right, now, Eliza. What was I going to say is... right, okay. How many... How many things are compulsory in wudu? 6 or 7? No one put your hand up. 6 or 7? Eliza? 4, okay. Now, can anyone... Ibrahim, can you tell me what you're doing with your bag? Sort your bag out. Take it off. Hurry up. What are you doing? Don't do that. Don't do that again, okay?
You want to strangle you?
Yeah, take it off. Put it on the floor. And don't put it around your neck. Yeah, go on.
Four compulsory acts of wudu is to to do massage, wash your hands until wash your arms, including your elbow, wash your feet and in between the toes up to your ankle.
Yep.
And wash your face from forehead to chin and earlobe.
Okay, Minnet, are you with us? Yeah, good girl. Now, how much of your head should you do massa of?
Water.
Huh? A quarter. Okay, a quarter is for us. Okay, so does everyone know how to do wudu now? Yeah. Now, listen to me carefully. Now, there's loads of sunnats, there's loads of other things that we should do and we shouldn't do. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we're not going to go into too much detail, okay? There's 4 things which you should not do whilst you are doing wudu. There's 4 things which you should not do. Just trying to remember this. You don't have to memorize this. There's 4 things that you should not do, Musa, whilst you are doing wudu. Number 1. First of all, yeah, go on.
You're not allowed to sing.
Sing. You're not allowed to sing anyway.
Yeah, you're not allowed to talk.
Right, okay. I'm going to tell you, you're going to remember this now, okay? Number 1, to make wudu, say properly, Abdul Rahman. To make wudu in an unclean place. To make wudu, number 1 is to do wudu is in an unclean place.
Why?
So what does it mean by an unclean place? Yeah, go on. Go on.
It means like it's not there. It's not clean.
Yeah.
Not clean.
All right. Go on.
A place that's dirty and like you can't really like do your wudu.
Yeah, go on. What, Shayma? What?
No one can go in front of you.
Right, okay.
When you do so.
1 minute. Amma bad. Right. Right. What does it mean by an unclean place? So, for example, a little baby has run into the toilet and the nappy, the wee-wee has gone through the nappy and it's gone everywhere. Alright, there's no use laughing because all of you done it anyway. Right, I don't want to start taking people's names and they're going to get nothing. So, for example, a little baby went into the toilet. Okay, a little baby went into the toilet and she did wee-wee or he did wee-wee on the floor. Now, you need to do wudhu. Is it okay for you to do wudhu there now? No. So that is an unclean place. Okay? Or, for example, a little baby just got used to potty training. And whilst he was running into the toilet, everything rolled down his pants. Yeah, so as he's running, as the baby is running, he's going boop, 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 boop. Yeah, and then now for you to do wuzu there, you're going to go into the door and you're going to say, oh no, mummy, what's happened here? Yeah. Wait, be quiet, yeah.
What about them when the mummy?
Right, look, good question now. He's saying, what about when mum cleans it? What about the dad? Why doesn't he clean it? Mum cleans it.
Because he's dad.
Yeah, go on, wait. Why doesn't the dad clean it? Always mummy.
Yeah, because mummy's...
Go on, what?
I just don't know because it's the dad.
Your dad should clean it as well.
Look at my mum.
Yeah, but my dad's always on the phone.
Wait. Alright, 1 minute. What's Huzaifa saying? Your dad's not going to clean it. Why?
Because he's always on the phone.
Astaghfirullah. La hawla wa la quwwata. Right.
On Facebook, Twitter.
Alright, okay, so look. What we have to remember. One thing over here. Right. What was the question, honey?
What about mum?
Right. Now, he said, what about if mum cleans it? The father's job is equal to clean it. Not going to the toilet and say, oh, where are you, wifey? Come and clean it. All right, the man has to, the father's job, you're the child of both of them, aren't you? Yeah. You're the child of mummy and daddy, aren't you? You're not just mummy's child.
He didn't even do anything because daddy pooped his pants when he was
all right, okay. we don't want to go into too much detail. Right.
When do you clean?
I don't want to, yeah? Right, say a quick question, Huzaifa. Huzaifa's saying, would I clean it? I've cleaned it so many times. Right.
I don't clean anything.
I know. Right, be quiet now. I don't want to start taking names. Okay, so first of all, if it's being cleaned now, so someone went inside there, they did wee-wee or boo-boo. Now it's being cleaned. Can you go there and do your wudu?
Yeah.
You can. Okay? Another thing which is, yeah, go on. Yeah, you can do that, but then the thing is when you come out of there, you might step into it. When someone does wee-wee, it's not going to be one drop, is it? Is it going to be one, oh, I need to do wee-wee, and one drop comes out? No. There's going to be loads of it everywhere. And when a baby runs around, or the little boy or girl, it's going to be everywhere. Yeah, so if you go into the bathroom now, and you do wuzu in the shower, you're going to have to step into it unless you've got a really nice big showroom shower, 5-star. And most of us don't, guys. Yeah. 1 minute, be quiet. We don't want to know once. Go on, Suleiman.
What if you clean it, but then the smell is still there?
Yeah, the smell will go. You open the window, you get air freshener, raspberry flavors.
I love the smell of pee.
You love the smell of? Pee. Right. I need to speak to your mum and dad. Right, 1 minute, be quiet. Yeah.
Once.
No, we don't want to know once. Is it a story?
No.
No, we don't want to know.
Okay.
Right, the other thing, number 1 was what is not liked when you do wuzu is if you do it in an unclean place. Alright? Number 1. Number 2, the other thing which is not liked in wudu, is to clean your nose with your right hand.
Oh.
Right, to clean your nose with your right hand. Now, another one thing, the other one I want to mention over here is so many times we're sitting over here or we're sitting in class and I see children that their fingers are in their nose and they go so high it goes up to the eye. Yeah, and then they roll it and then they flick it. Yeah, all of you are saying, but all of you do it. That's why.
I do it.
That's why, listen. That's why I said to you, go wash your hands. That's why I said. So, over here now in wudu, it's saying that do not clean your nose with your right hand. Do not clean it. You can put water in your nose with your right hand. You blow it with your left hand. Yeah.
Oh yeah. You don't clean it with your you don't clean your nose with your right hand because you eat with that hand.
Yeah.
With your left hand.
Yeah. So you eat with your right hand. So imagine you clean. Imagine you clean your nose with your right hand. And then there's snot on it, and then you go eat spaghetti. nice taste.
Pizza!
Oh, right, guys. Or you eat pizza and you know the cheese comes away like that, and then you got Right, so what was number one? Hannah, what was number one about wuzu? You shouldn't do it where? Arzu?
You have to, you can't do wudu in an
Unclean place. What was number two? Honey?
Don't clean your nose with your right hand.
And number three, this is very, very important. Whilst you are doing wuzu, you should not be talking about worldly things. Worldly, like for example, you'll go to do wuzu. Oh, for example, oh Aisha, what we're gonna have tonight? Daddy gonna buy pizza, or Daddy gonna buy something, and then you're doing your wuzu and you're doing all that, washing your face. Oh, do you know I got a new onesie today? Oh, do you know I got new pink socks today? Oh, for example, you're washing your face. Oh, and mummy's saying, go, hurry up, do wuzu. Are you washing your face? Oh, I hate Ustaz Sab. I hate him. I don't like him. I wish he didn't come no more. Right. Honey, you're off the list. You're on the list. So that's first person on the list now, Hani. I didn't want to do it, but I have to do it. To talk of worldly affairs, to talk about worldly meaning talk about things, okay, that's happening in the world. Number 4 is to perform wudu against the sunnah. You might not understand this because you're still children and we're not going into too much detail, do you understand? But just leave it at that. Okay, Saqib, tell me one thing that is not liked whilst you are doing wudu. Is your name Saqib?
No.
You nearly shot to the ceiling. Sit there.
He's tiny.
Saqib, one thing. You're not listening. You're playing with your helmet. Right, Anisa, one thing.
To not do it in an untidy place.
Okay, that's one. Hannah, tell me another one.
You have to.
Okay. Don't clean your nose with your right hand. And now the main man is going to box it off. Yeah, you. Don't touch him. Yeah, go on.
Don't pick your nose.
Don't pick your nose. Right, what was the third one? Anyone? Ibrahim? Don't talk about worldly affairs. Don't talk about dunya. And the last one was to do wudu against the sunnah. We're not going to talk about that. It's a bit hard, this, okay? Right, now, moving on. So, look, 4 things. Yes, honey?
You need to wash a quarter of your head.
That was for us. That was compulsory. Look, let's start again from the beginning now, okay? Let's see your face. Don't cover your head. So, look, what did we do at the beginning? 4 compulsory things that you should do whilst you are doing wudu. Number 1, okay? We talked about that. Then we talked about the method of doing wudu. We talked about that, okay? Then we talked about 4 things that are disliked. Ismail, move back a little bit. We talked about 4 things which are disliked. Allah doesn't like. Okay, so for example, doing wudu is in an unclean place. Number 1. Number 2, what do you call it? Cleaning your nose with your right hand. Okay, were you going to say that, Amelia? What were you going to say? Tell me what you were going to say. Good girl, beautiful. See, she's so good, she's learned something. And number 3, Ibrahim, talk about worldly affairs. And number 4 was, are you alright there, yeah? You want help? You want to see the doctor? Breathe in, breathe out. What are you doing? Right, okay. Now the next 8 things that... Yeah, go on.
You know the third one?
Yeah.
Don't say like the Quran and the Maz in the bathroom.
Touching there? Louder, good girl.
Don't say like Quran and Namaz in the bathroom.
Yeah, don't say Quran and Namaz in the bathroom, okay? Right, now, 8 things. Look, you know when you do your wuzu,
Yeah.
your wuzu is safe. Your wuzu is safe. Up until you do 8 things. Up until you do 8.
I thought you could say pass away.
No, 8 things, okay? 8 things, if you do, then your wuzu is broken. Isaac, listen. Number 1. Okay, number 1, understand this carefully, yeah. It's very easy, is in simple words. It goes into detail here, but we're just going to keep it simple. Are you listening? What are we doing? What are we talking about? What are we talking about?
Doing wudu.
Yeah, doing wuzu, but I'm asking her. You're not listening. That's another one on the list. And I'm sorry, if you're not going to listen, then you don't get anything, I'm sorry to say. Is that fair or not fair? Fair or not? Fair? It's fair. Because if you're not going to listen, then I'm sorry to say, then you can't go home with, because you're not interested. Yes, sir.
Is it true that life isn't fair? You said that.
Listen, you're saying life isn't fair. Yeah? You haven't seen life yet. When you grow up, when you get over 18 and you get married, then we'll ask you what's fair and not fair. Up until then, just chill out, bro. Up until then, just enjoy life. Right, okay. So 8 things which will break your wudu. So for example, are you alright there? 8 things that will break your wudu. Number 1, if you go to the toilet and something, wee-wee comes out or boo-boo comes out. Alright, so if you go to the toilet, wee-wee comes out, your wudu is broken. If you go to the toilet to do boo-boo, your wudu is broken. Yeah.
So then you have to do it all over again.
How did you work that out?
He told us.
God, you're
Because
rocket.
you said it's broken.
It's broken, so something that is broken you have to fix. So how do you fix it? You have to do new wudu. Yeah.
I know something else.
Be quiet. Yeah.
I know one thing else. If you sleep, you have to do wuzu again because you don't know if you're farted.
All right. Okay. Pause there. Yeah, Usman. Usman, loud. Do what? Go to the toilet before you go wuzu. Yeah, Shayma, put that down. Yeah, Abdul Rahman.
If you do wudu and then you forget to go to the toilet and you go to the toilet, your wudu is broken.
Yeah, so it's simple. So you've done wudu. You've done wudu, okay? You've read namaz. Now, after namaz, you want to go to the toilet for a wee-wee, number 1 or a number 2. Then what happens is your wudu is broken. Right, okay? This is for a boy and a girl. Number 2 is passing wind. What this means is when the wind blows really, really fast, your wudu breaks. Passing wind.
Oh, because the wind will move you.
Yeah, the wind will move you.
The wind is a demon.
Huh?
Wind's demons.
Yeah, so do you understand that number 2 is passing wind? When it's really, really windy, your wudu will break.
Very big.
Yeah, very break. Alright, is that okay? Say that again.
Stop that from happening.
Yeah, so your wudu breaks.
Why is wind a demon?
Everything's fair.
I stop a demon.
Right, okay, listen. What this means over here is passing wind is when you go... That's what passing wind. So when you F-A-R-T, fart. In Urdu it's called pad. Like sometimes when you say, your daddy says to you, Pad Maria. Right, who just farted? I don't believe that.
He did this. No, you farted.
Did you smell it? Yeah, so they say whoever smelt it, dealt it. So you did it. You did the pad. So, what was number 1? What was number 1? Going to the toilet. And number 2, passing wind. What this means is farting. Alright. Now, it's no use thinking, oh, that's so everyone farts. Yeah, okay, be quiet now. Right, Zavi says his dad farts every time.
He farts all the time. Have you seen his farts?
I haven't seen his farts.
They're super loud.
Alright, number 3. Right, number 3, vomiting mouth full. A mouthful, so if you were to do ulti and it was mouthful, if it was just like that, but if it's mouthful, then your wuzu breaks.
I thought you meant it stays in the mouth and goes back in.
No.
That happened to me at Case.
A mouthful. So if it's a mouthful and it comes out, your wudu breaks. Okay, now we don't want to do a demonstration. Huh? We don't. You have to do your wudu again. Number 4. If you are leaning on something and you fall asleep. Do you understand? If you are leaning on something and you fall asleep.
Don't fall asleep.
Yeah.
You have to do it again because you don't know what you've done.
Yeah. So far there's 4 things. So far 4 things. Number 1, going to the toilet. Number 2, passing wind. Number 3, vomiting. Yeah. Go on, hurry up. Yeah. Say it. What? Huh? All right, listen. Yeah, go on.
Remember when you were here and a long time ago I fell asleep on pizza day?
Yeah, you fell asleep. You missed the pizza.
Is you always sleep? And I can't believe it.
Right, one thing. One thing. What was the first thing that breaks your wuzu? Going to the toilet. The second thing.
Not picking those with you.
Number 2 was.
Farting.
Number 3 was vomiting. No. Passing wind was that.
You vomited once.
Yeah. Number 3 was vomiting a mouthful. Number 4 was to fall asleep whilst leaning on something. Number 5, to faint or become unconscious. So if someone faints, for example, they just walk in and they feel weak and they faint, your wudu is broken. Yeah. Number 6, listen carefully. To become insane. To become insane meaning that you don't know what you're doing, you don't know what you're saying, you don't know. So it's a condition. No, that's different. You hallucinate every day. Yeah. Insane meaning that you don't know where you are, you don't know what you're doing, and you have no control over yourself. Okay? That's insane. Hallucinate means that you picture something. So you're sitting in class, you're sitting in over here, and you can see, you're so hungry, and you can see that pillar over there that is nice food. That's hallucinating. Your wuzu doesn't break like that. So if you're hungry, or the person sitting next to you, you think that is a nice meal. That's hallucinating. Alright. Okay, is that making sense? So, to to faint or become unconscious, to become insane. Your wudu breaks if you laugh in namaz. So Imam Sahib is reading namaz. Alright, Huzaifa is the Imam, he's reading namaz and he's reading Surah Yasin. And in the back, Hamza and Ubaidah are like this in namaz. And they're laughing. And Hamza, he's laughing really loud, so Hamza's wudu will break. Now you have to laugh so loud that you hear it, yeah.
My brother always makes me laugh.
In namaz?
Yes. When the older Stasab used to come, and Usmani's nephew, when we were downstairs reading namaz, he did, and he kept saying we tough and he made me laugh. Remember?
Alright, okay. Now, the last one. Listen to me. The last one, Abdurrahman, the last one is flowing of blood. So for example, if you go somewhere or you fall, you're playing in the ground or you fall down and then you fall, you get a cut over here or on your knees and you had wudu and blood starts to flow, you will break your wudu. Allah protect you. Yeah. Eh? Your wudu will break. Okay? Go on. Yeah.
What if you like put your finger over it so it doesn't flow?
Yeah. Listen to me carefully now. Ismail's got a really good question that what if you put your finger over it and it doesn't flow? Now, I don't want to go into too much detail, but just say for example, you know you have a pin or a needle.
Yeah.
Alright, for example, your sister says to you or your mum says to you, can you just get my, what's it called? Scarf. And you go to get the scarf and you don't realise that the pin was open inside there, and when you lift it up, you like it hurts and you move your hand back. Now what happens is the blood inside, it raises to the top. It does not flow. It raises to the top, but it does not flow. Okay? Now, if it doesn't flow, your wuzu is not broken. If it flows, then your wuzu is broken. But we're not going to go into detail, you're too small here. If it comes to the top and you do this like that, and then you know like children do that, and then it flows like that. Do you understand? Or there's a mark like that. Then what happens is your wuzu broken. So look, we're not going to go into too much detail. All you have to remember at the moment is if you bleed, do you understand what I'm saying? Then your wudu is broken. Now I'm going to go through these 8 things quickly again. Number 1 is going to the toilet. Yeah, Nisa. Number 2, what is number 2?
Number 2 is
Alright, trying to keep the voice a bit low, yeah, with the sneezing. Number 2 was farting. Number 3 is vomiting. Yeah, number 4 was to fall
asleep.
Is that what you're doing?
Leaning on something.
Yeah, number 5 was to become faint. To faint. Number 6 was insane. Number 7 is laughing loudly. No, downstairs. No, go downstairs. There's some better one downstairs. Number 7 is laughing loudly in namaz, and number 8 is flowing of blood. So look, I'm gonna choose one person. Hani is number 1 is going to the toilet. Number 2 is farting. Okay. Number 3 is vomiting. Number 4 is falling asleep. Anisa, number 5 is to faint. Duriya, to become insane. Yeah, will you remember that? Insane. Laughing loudly in namaz. Okay, and yeah. And you flowing of blood. So let's just go through these 8. Which one was the first one?
First one was
Going to the toilet. Number 2? Farting. Number 3? Come on. Wind, yeah. No, that was the same one. Wind, passing wind. It was a different one.
Which one's
Number 3. What was number 3? Anyone?
vomiting?
Vomiting. Number 4, Suleiman. What was yours? Fall asleep. Number 5.
Fainting or coming unconscious.
Yeah, number 6.
Don't laugh in the mouth.
Don't laugh in namaz. Insane. And last one? Yeah, bleeding. Okay, now look, remember one thing. These are 8 things. These are 8 things that will break your wudu. Okay, now, yeah, go on. Suleiman's got a question. Everyone be quiet.
This is about shaitan, but
I can't hear you. Say it loud.
It's not shaitan.
Right, be quiet. Yeah, go on. Say it loud. Loud.
This question is about shaitan, and this question keeps on coming to my head. And if shaitan's made out of fire, can we get a book of water and throw it over him?
Right, okay. So, one minute, let's just put these down. What he said, right, what Suleiman asked is a beautiful question. He said that there's some question that's troubling him. He says, if shaitan is made out of fire, so then why can't we get a bucket of water and throw it on him and put the fire out? Yeah, but why can't we see him? If he's made, you can see fire, can't you? So why can't you see him? I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Go on, Ismail. Right. Okay, I don't want anyone to come close, okay? Whoever's name I say, they're going to pick a colour. Does everyone know the colour? Right. Okay, Ismail.
Green.
Green. I'm just going to put it down here. You pass it down, okay? Isyan.
Blue, please.
Blue. This.
Yeah.
Right, Suleiman.
Can I see Smigo?
Green. Huh? Alright, go on. Alright, listen. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to pass them round. Okay, you just share them. You, Ismail, pass them back. But don't, right, wait. No. Was that pretend off?